Hi guys, I'm one of the developers working on Dwerve. It's a tower defense dungeon crawler RPG. I'm going to play through it and answer some questions. If you haven't tried it yet, please do. On the home screen, you can wishlist the game on Steam, and we have social links all the way over here. If you have any recommendations or feedback, go to our Discord. We'd love to hear from you. In the massive hollow mountain of Mount Crowcrest, there once lived a great nation of dwarves. The dwarves discovered power stones while mining deep in the mountain. They used them to power machines and eventually entire cities. They lived in peace and prosperity for centuries. Over time, they became infatuated with power stones and dug deeper to find more. One day they dug too deep and unleashed the gloom-dark hordes, an army of trolls and monstrous creatures. Once the dwarves realized the trolls turned to stone in the sunlight, they fled far from the mountain and found refuge in the sunny hills of Brecca. Centuries passed, and over time the dwarves forgot their traditions and abandoned craftsmanship and innovation in favor of warring and raiding. History became myth, and myth became bedtime story. But whispers of a long-forgotten darkness echo throughout the valley of the great mountain. It can be heard in the snoring forest by those who... And hey, check it out, we're in the snoring forest. Dwerve, we shouldn't be here. You can't even fight with that little crafting hammer. The snoring forest is full of vicious creatures. If you aren't into any, we're done for. Here, hide in my bag if you're so scared. Whoop, there we go, area hidden Dwarve's bag. So check it out, we can play with the arrow keys, or watch this. At any point in time, you can plug in a controller and switch to playing with a controller. So here we are in the snoring forest with our little crafting hammer. Oh no, what's that? What's that? I'm scared. Oh god. Don't worry, you're supposed to die in the intro. We are at Dwerve's house. Dwerve, you're awake. Thank goodness you're all right. I told you never to go to the snoring forest. Your mother went in there and never came back. Had I not found you when I did, you would have died. Forget my anger, my son. I don't know what I would do if anything ever happened to you. Well, I better get back to Brecca village. Chief Tane and the other warriors went raiding this morning, but I've been assigned guard duty again. I'll be home for dinner. See you tonight, son. That's my dad. He doesn't have blue hair like me. So here we are in the house, and if you, if you like to explore a little bit, kind of have these little Easter eggs like Grandpa's workbench. These little word bubbles will pop up to describe random things for those people who like to explore. You go looking for your mother again? Oh, let me sound like an old man. Ah, of course you did. You are just like her. I suspect this won't be the last time. That hurt my throat. You sneak into the snoring forest. Come, let me at least teach you how to defend yourself. Meet me in the field. That's my grandpa. So we have this currency in the game. It's called scrap. If you get close, it automatically gets sucked up. And check it out, another little Easter egg. Still not dry. There's a couple of little hidden things. So if we go behind the house here, there's another little piece of scrap. I like to, when we were level designing, we like to kind of let the player explore a little bit for people who like to see the world a little bit more. You see that bird there? That's scary. Isn't that cool? Alright, Grandpa, I'm coming. There he is. Us dwarves are very strong, but we're also very slow. This makes us weak against multiple foes. That's why the warriors of the old days became warsmiths. Warsmiths were warrior engineers. They used turrets and traps to take on multiple foes at once. Oh, tower defense! A single warsmith could best a dozen warriors. Some say even 100. And believe it or not, your great-grandparents, mother and father, were warsmiths during the Great Exodus. The creatures of the snoring forest will surely outnumber you. If you're to survive out there, you must become a warsmith. So I will teach you as my parents taught me. Let's see if you can handle a turret. Get the spin blade turret from the chest, then come back. So in this game, we don't call them towers, we call them turrets. It's more fitting to call them a turret. Spin blade turret. The spin blade turret is a melee turret that constantly damages all enemies around it with its spinning blade. So I think Grandpa said, go get that. Turrets require power stones to function. The spin blade turret needs 2 power stones. Lucky for you, I kept the ones my father passed down to me. I had 2 more power stones lying around here somewhere, but I can't seem to find them. I wonder where they went. Anyways, get 2 power stones from the other chest and use them to build a spin blade turret next to the training dome. Power stones! So this was in the lore, if you guys remember. It's how they power stuff. It's kind of like electricity or batteries or whatever. But it's kind of like, it's our substitute for mana. Boom, I showed that dummy. Good job. However, you now have 0 power stones remaining. Without power stones, you can't build turrets. Don't worry, you get power stones back when your turrets get destroyed or you recall it. Recall the spin blade turret by pressing spacebar and destroy the remaining training dome. You see, it's kind of like, it's a resource. It's a resource you have to manage. And boom, there we go. It refreshed. Now I can destroy this one over here. When that's dead, I recall it and use that same resource to build it elsewhere. This prevents people from building all over the place, and it makes you think about how to manage your resource. Nice work. Next, let's talk about artifacts. Artifacts are legendary warsmith items. They give you special, active, and passive abilities. Here, take my father's boomerang. Bouncing boomerang. It gives you a ranged auto attack to support your turrets from a safe distance. You need to stand still in order to throw it. And last but not least, take my mother's griffin boost, so you can dash by pressing shift. The other artifacts may be lost in the mountain of Crowcrest. Remain lost, sorry. Now let's see how you do against real opponents. Follow the path to the brewery and take care of those pesky bee fairies that have been drinking all my delicious honey brew mead. Bouncing boomerang. Dwerve automatically throws the bouncing boomerang at nearby enemies when standing still. Griffin boost. The griffin boost let Dwerve dash through enemies while dealing damage and knockback. So let me show you guys something cool. If you build a spin blade turret, you could find some coins in this wheat over here. There's some scrap. There we go. We got some scrap. But also, you can dash through it, and if you dash through it, it'll give you scrap. All right, I'm not gonna farm that. I just wanted to show you guys that if you wanted to farm. And check this out. If Dwarf stands still, he auto attacks. He throws his boomerang. And the cool thing about this is that you don't need to aim it. The reason we don't want people to aim it is because if you're focusing on Dwarf dashing, aiming it, then it really takes away from the tower defense aspect of it. So we wanted you to focus on your towers, and the auto attack is going to be plow, plow, get them slimes. Oh, his face. You can turn off the blood, by the way, if you want to, but I'm gonna leave it on. Alright, so we built the spin blade turret. There's a beehive. Here they come. I'm gonna hide behind my tower. And boom! We're gonna get them! You can see there's a tiny health bar above the spin blade turret. So they do take damage and they can get destroyed, unlike a lot of tower defense games. You see how it's smoking? That also kind of indicates that it's getting damaged. Brecca Village. Check out that view. As you can imagine, there's going to be some story in that map. So we're heading over to the brewery. Oh, look at this, a closed gate. We can't get through. And this is kind of how the battles start. It's very, very dynamic. There's no like wave indicator or anything. You just play the game like a normal RPG. Oh, I should have been closer to it so I can support it. I should rebuild my turret. Yeah, I definitely should because it got destroyed. So it's good to stand near your turret so that way you can support it. You should think about Dwerve as a ranged tower that can, you can move. Dwarf's boomerang is actually very strong. So you don't want to be running around like back here because then you're not attacking. You want to stand near your towers so that you can defend them and also so you can rebuild them if you need to. Hey, look, a health potion. That was full health though. Get this scrap right. I didn't show you guys the dash, but that's the Griffin boots thing. Sometimes we're gonna lock you in though. For example, right here. And this is to make sure that you get the game mechanics. This whole first level is kind of like a tutorial without you even realizing it. So in this part right here, since you can't escape, you have to learn how to rebuild your turret and reposition. You see that? It's making sure that you master these skills without you even realizing that you're playing a tutorial. In the top right corner, you can see the current quest. It says defeat the bee fairies at the brewery. That's what we're going to do. That's where we're going. In the bottom right corner, you can see the red health bar, and then there's a blue bar above it. That blue bar is my dash meter. You can see it charging in the bottom right corner, and once it's full, there it goes. Dwerve also has a little blue flash on him. That's when your dash is recharged. It's our friend Ari. Dwerve, boy, am I glad to see you. About that. Thanks for getting Eric when I got knocked out. You hiccup? That's my hiccup sound effect. You really had me scared for a moment. Glad you're alright though. So, hiccup has been finally taught you how to build turrets, huh? Well, you did a pretty good job against those bee fairies. Alright, burp. I think I've had a little bit too much of this honey brew ale. Do me a favor and don't tell Esbeth. Thanks, bud. Let's take care of the bee fairies swarming out back. Make some room in your bag for me. Ah, it's a nice and cozy in your bag. Thanks for the lift. If you notice the portrait, Harry's in the bag now with some power stones. And there we get 2 more power stones. Grandpa's power stones. Harry, did you take them again? Well, how did those get there? Well, at least you have 4 power stones. Since turrets require 2 power stones to build, you can now build 2 spin blade turrets. Oh my gosh. Check it out, you can definitely break those with a boomerang, but guess what? You can also dash through destructible. So here we are, time to defeat the bee fairies at the brewery. This is the first real battle right here. We have to build 2 turrets, do some tower defense strategy to block both ways. I'm gonna stand in the middle so I can defend both of them. Oh no. Oh no, they're gonna fall. Oh, that was close. That was a close one. So there's another wave coming, and as you can see, they can also appear in new locations, like up here. That's so bad describing that. Battles are dynamic, and they change over time. So you have to adapt. So let me run over here as they're chasing me. Put down 2 spin blade turrets and get in between them. There we go, we did it. Quest complete. That was close. I'm gonna break these boxes, see if they got some loot. A potion in that one. You can also break these bushes, check it out. Broke a bush. Look at all the corpses. It's pretty epic, I love it. And look, this was where the gate was before. It's a shortcut. Now it's time to go home. Oh no! Brecca Village is under fire! Dwarf, look! The village is under attack! Wait, isn't Eric down there? Eric will be fine, right? He's the best warrior I know. What am I saying? I have to go down there and make sure he's alright. You hear people screaming. Oh, there you are, grandson. I was on the way to check up on you when I saw the smoke. Come, we must hurry inside. I can't. I have to find Dad. Dwerve, are you really gonna go down there? I already lost Mom. I can't lose Dad. You have your mother's courage, Dwerve. She would be proud of you. Here, take this crossbow turret. The crossbow turret is a ranged turret that shoots high-speed bolts. It has low health, so it's best to place it behind the spin blade turret. When you have more than one turret built, you have to pay attention to which turret you recall. You will always recall the closest turret in the direction you're facing, or the closest one if you're not facing any turret. You can press and hold spacebar to display an indicator above the turret That will get recalled when you release the button. Now, go find your father and be careful. Crossbow turret. Alright, so I'll show you guys what Esmond was talking about. You would build a this turret and this turret, and since I'm closest to that one, it automatically got recalled. But if I hold spacebar, you see the arrow above the towers? So even though I'm closer to the crossbow, I can recall the spin blade. So this gives you a little bit of options when recalling turrets. Oh no. I love that parallax. So cool. Let's go. This game progresses really fast. As you can see, we already got 2 turrets. It goes quick. Go to Brecca Village is our quest. We're gonna test out the crossbows. Here comes some slimes. If you look at those garrisons, you can see a little timer, and then an exclamation point pops up right when they spawn. So it lets you know how much time you have before the next wave comes out. Oh, we should probably stand right here to support these. Die, slime! That's pretty awesome, right? The crossbows are pretty nice. You guys hear the sounds the slimes are making? It's so funny. Oh, so I should probably answer some questions you guys have. Like, what consoles we're gonna release on. So we did a Kickstarter, and we're definitely going to release on Switch first, after PC. Let me rephrase what I just said. We're releasing on PC first. Check out these dwarf totems. So we're gonna release on PC first, then Switch, and after that we'll probably port it to other consoles. And we also plan on translating the game to other languages. The game already works with a controller, and the release for Dwerve is scheduled for summer. So it's coming up pretty soon, this summer. Oh, check it out, a treasure chest. I wonder how I get to it. Like kind of foreshadowing stuff like this. Alright, let's get back to the main quest. Brecca Village. Who's that? What? New characters? It's Vandra. Oh, what a splendid surprise. It looks like my little experiment worked. Carve 'em up. You make sure our troll archers only fired the elf fairy arrows, correct? Yes, Queen, and our troll archers wore hoods to hide their faces, like you said too. They won't suspect us. The trolls are up to something. Very good. The dim-witted dwarves won't hesitate to blame the elf fairies and wage war upon them. Unleash the wargors and have them feast on the corpses of our fallen. Leave no trace of troll behind. Yes, Queen. So the trolls came out of the mountain. Oh, the story thickens. But I thought they turned to stone in the sun. But they didn't this time. What? Mystery. Phew, that was close. For a second, I thought they saw us. Dwerve, I think those were trolls. If they were, why the heck haven't they turned to stone? I don't like this one bit. Those wargors look fast. If they get too close, you can press shift to dash away from them. Alright, so I'm gonna place this here to protect myself, and then I'm gonna put the crossbow behind it. Because remember, the crossbow has low HP. Maybe I can kite a couple of them over here. There we go. Alright, and now it looks like a new wave is starting. By recalling the turrets, we can rebuild them and it heals them. So if you have a turret that's low health and is damaged, just recall it and rebuild it, and it'll be full health. This is a good position right here on the bridge because it's a choke point. But it looks like they're gonna fall. So I'm gonna have to retreat a little bit. I'm retreating back a little bit here. That wasn't too bad though. Check out this huge statue over here. Everything's on fire, no! Let's get this pot right here. Can't ever miss a pot. It's Eric, my dad. Dwerve, what are you doing here? Are you alright? You should have stayed on the cliff with your grandpa. It's not safe here. Those wargors. Did you do that? Looks like Esmond finally taught you how to use those turrets. Son, I'm going to make sure that all of the trolls are gone. Find and defeat the remaining wargor dens. There's one right there. There's one right there. And there's two right there. Alright, looks like we got a new quest. Here, take the tar trap so you can slow down the warg boars. Traps only require 1 power stone. Here, take mine. I'll be alright with my axe. Be careful, son. So we got another power stone. And we got introduced to traps. Tar trap. The tar trap is a floor trap made of sticky tar that slows all enemies that walk over it. In the top right corner, you can see it says 0 out of 4 destroy. Destroy the org boar dens. 0 out of 4. You can keep track of your quest. Alright, so we can see that the den right there is about to spawn some enemies. When the icon fills up fully, that's when they spawn. So here they come. We slowed them down, and now that gives our crossbows time to just kill them. They get slowed down so much. It's kind of OP. As you can see though, the turrets have health, but this trap, it doesn't have health, and you can run over it, but what it does have is a timer. So it's kind of like it automatically loses health. It can't get hurt, but it has a timer. It's a little bit different mechanic. So you don't want those to sit around forever, or else they'll unexpectedly run out of time. Hey guys, look, a key over there. Alright, so we see a den down there. Let's plan. This is like the tower defense aspect of it. So we should probably do the technique that we just got taught, which was to place down the tar trap to slow them, and then put a crossbow down. And I can see that there's a bee den right there. So I'm gonna put crossbows on this side of the water to defend from that as well. And now remember that Dwerve is like an arrow tower, so I'm gonna put him on the front lines to throw some boomerangs. I should also show you guys the dash. So with the dash, you can dash through enemies. That was dumb though, I dashed right into them. And they hit me. I took my first piece of damage. This was a perfect setup. As you can see, they didn't even get close. Didn't even get close. So we're gonna recall all our stuff. The power stones automatically fly to you. And if you look above the Dwerve's head, it shows you how many power stones you have, so you don't have to always look in the bottom left corner. Watch this. When they come to me, I can see I have 3 now, and now I have 5. So above Dwerve's head, you can see the number of power stones. Okay, so we got a key. You can see it in the bottom middle, and then if you walk near the chest, it opens up. And there's a new item there. It was armor, and if you look at the health in the bottom right corner, it's now silver because it's covered with armor. So it's basically like getting a second health bar. Alright, let's go up here. This was where the last wave was. Looks like Chief Tane is back from raiding. Chief Tane's horn. He and the warriors are back from raiding. Let's head back after we kill these last few warg boars. So it's kind of cool that the dwarves in Dwerve are a little bit like Vikings, if you notice. It's like they were dwarves and then they became Vikings. They lost their way. So here's a pretty cool setup. As you can see, I'm slowing them with a crossbow to have plenty of time to hit them. And then over here I put a spin blade turret. I should have defended that spin blade turret though with Dwerve. You have to remember that Dwerve is very important. Dwerve is like another tower. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I can go back here. I'm gonna dash through all that. That way I don't have to destroy it one at a time. You can see that the armor decreased and my health bar is showing, but I still got some armor. Dwerve, there you are. I've been looking for you. Come quick, your father. He's in trouble. Follow me. He's in trouble? What? How dare you lie to me? You expect me to believe that trolls did this? Trolls aren't even real. Even if they were, why didn't they turn to stone? And where are their corpses? Chief Tane, you must believe me. Did you think no one noticed when you abandoned your post to go to the snoring forest to plot with your elf fairy friends? Elf fairy arrows lay scattered across our village. How dare you protect them? This is treason. Take them away. Should have grabbed the water. Doing that old man voice. My throat. No, wait, Dad! Send for warriors from the other villages. We must prepare to take revenge upon the elf fairies. Looks like Vandra's plan worked. Chief Tang got fooled. Well, that sucks. Look at them walking around. They're walking around. Alright, let's talk to Gramps. Oh no, what are you going to do? I'd say try and talk to Chief Tang, but we all know he's a stubborn dwarf. I'll talk to him. New quest, talk to Chief Tang. There he is. Eric says he went into the Snoring Forest to find you. Yeah, right. You don't have the guts to enter that cursed forest. I bet you saw the trolls with your own eyes too, eh? I'll tell you what, I'm a reasonable dwarf. Bring me proof that trolls exist, and I'll release your father. I think the head of a troll will do. Good luck getting that. I'll get one. You have until the next full moon to bring me the head of a troll, or else your father's head is mine. Alright, sounds like a fair, reasonable dwarf to me. Dwerve, you must stop Chief Tang's madness, for the sake of both your father and the elf fairies. The trolls must still live in the mountain of Crowcrest. After all these years, they finally found a way to withstand the sunlight. Travel north through the Snoring Forest and find the gates of Crowcrest, the way into the mountain. Your father keeps his second power stone in a chest at the dock. Find the key and get the power stone from the chest. You take care of yourself, grandson. Alright, I'll take care of myself. Not myself. Alright, so here we're at the docks. I see a key. Do you see a key? It's right. So what we're going to keep doing is we're going to hide keys in chests. This one's obviously kind of easy. You'll see in future levels. It's going to be like a little fun thing to do is to find the key for the chest. Dwerve also has puzzles. We're getting through the majority of the story. But you'll see Dwerve, who's that? It must be a troll spy. Let's hunt it down and get its head. We need that proof. Follow him! Alright, let's go. It's so tempting to farm this. Oh yes, let's farm. I'm gonna skip it for now. There it goes. Go north to the Snoring Forest. In quest complete, we went north. Here we are in the Snoring Forest. I wonder why they call it the Snoring Forest. Don't forget, you can build 3 turrets with all these power stones. I just hope we don't run into any spiders. Oh, what is that? Little spiders. Did you see my quick reaction speed? That was cool, right? They're like flower spiders. I thought that was creative. I hope I get some props. So do you guys think I should explore a little bit? Do you guys see something on the screen? A key right there. There must be a treasure chest nearby. I'm showing you guys a secret. Sorry, this is kind of like it's kind of a secret that you should discover yourself. If you haven't played the demo, please do play the demo and remember to wishlist the game. Wishlists really let us know how much hype there is, and it makes me feel better. Alright, looks like a battle's about to start. I'm gonna put a slice tower here. We gotta think fast. I'm gonna put a crossbow here to shoot over the water, and maybe 2 crossbows. Oh no, another turret's popping up over there. I think this setup will do. I'll go support this turret down here. The turret's about to get destroyed. I gotta retreat a little bit. We got bees flying over the water. Good thing we put crossbows there. See this turret, how it's damaged? I can rebuild it, and it'll be full HP. That's a pro strat. Don't just stand around watching it get destroyed. Oh no, it's getting a little dicey. There's a lot of them coming. Alright. We're gonna put 3 turrets there. And then I created a little escape path for me in case I need to. I'm gonna go around this rock. Looks like we did it, guys. We survived that. Alright. Ooh, look at this one. This looks interesting. Got enemies coming in. I'm gonna block both sides. Here. Oh, and from the bottom. If I stand here, I can support all 3 turrets. They're getting damaged pretty good. Oh, he missed. I'm gonna put crossbow here. The next wave is archers. I know that, but you guys don't. Actually, they're dark spitters. So these guys aren't trolls. These are noblings, and noblings live in the forest. Oh shoot! Oh shoot! I think we're gonna be all right. Oh, this thing is very low. Let me rebuild it. The penalty for rebuilding it, of course, is that it takes time. We survived that. We did all right again. Where should I go? Left or right? Wait a second. That's no troll. That's a dwarf. Sla. I am a dwarf indeed. Though I haven't been to these parts in many moons. I confess, I did lure you out here for a reason. I am a traveling merchant. I sell items and upgrades. Well, I did until the noblings stole my tools. I need my tools to perform upgrades. Let's make a deal. Down the path from here is Fort Stonewall. The dwarves abandoned the fort centuries ago. So of course the noblings moved in and made a mess of the place. I tracked the noblings that stole my tools to the fort, but it's heavily guarded. If you retrieve my tools, I can upgrade your turrets. You'll need to upgrade turrets if you plan to take on a troll. What do you say? Sure, I'll get your tools back. Alright, we've got ourselves a deal. Good luck. Those pesky noblings. Get Slaw's tools. That's our quest. Oh hey look, there's some noblings over there. Look, these guys didn't spawn, they're just patrolling. We also got patrols in the game. Check it out, if you're slick, you can dodge their bullets. You can dodge their darts. They're spitting darts at us. And then those noblings, they have a shield, and they can block arrows. So we gotta use the spin blade to get him. Did you see that noblin? Looked like he dropped a key. Like he grabbed that key. Open this chest right. Oh, look at the noblings, they're so cute, right? Nobbling spearmen. Hey, that's our treasure, you stinking dwarf. That's how they talk. Alright, man, it's my treasure now. Okay, fine. Like they want to fight me for it. That's a good setup. They can't make it to me. I blocked all their paths. This tower's down here. They're getting destroyed. I have to rebuild them. Ooh, oh no. Oh no. Hiding is so fun in this game. So check it out. If you build a slice tower, they can attack it from a distance. So kind of what you need to do is you need to build a slice tower and then support it with an arrow tower. So that way you can get the ranged units. But the crossbow doesn't work against the shield units. My health is looking alright. Looking alright. I did decent. This right here. Cave! We got caves in this game. Look at the lighting. Check it out. See the shadow? Pretty cool, right? There's gonna be a lot of cool lighting in Dwerve. One of the coolest things that we did with this game. Did you guys see that treasure chest up there? How do we get to it? Right here. So here's an example of the types of puzzles we're gonna have. As you can see, there's a bunch of gates. And there's pressure pads that open up. So here I got the key, but the gate is closed. Look away if you don't want to see the solution. But I think I'm gonna open this, pull this lever, and now look, the gate is open, right? But I stepped on that pressure pad and it closed the gate. So obviously it's not that simple. I'll show you guys the secret. Open that. You push this lever. Now we walk around the pressure pad and the gate won't close. There's a really cool echo that you can hear when you're inside the caves. Morty, our sound guy, did a great job. More spiders. Got him. Look, there's a little path down here, and you can get some bushy. I bet you guys didn't notice that. You should watch this after playing the demo. I'm showing you guys too much. Here's another gate puzzle. We pull this one, which lets us in here. Let's see if this does anything. Didn't look like it did anything. Okay, let's just leave. That's what it did. Alright, so we gotta go around. I get it. I figured it out. What are these castle walls? Looks like we're getting close to the fort. Dash through here. Fort Stonewall, we made it. So here we are. Whoa, look at all those noblings. Doesn't that look fun? That looks like so much fun. I can't wait to go in there. Careful, the ones with the shields block arrows. To be continued. What? So there's also going to be big boss battles in Dwerve, and please watch the trailer on the Steam page. It's going to show you a bunch of cool biomes. It's going to show you a bunch of cool towers and traps. Please, right now, go check out the trailer, and then after you check out the trailer, I know you're going to wishlist the game. If you have any questions, ask them on Discord, follow us on social media. The game's coming out this summer. It's going to be released on PC first, then Switch, and after that, we'll work on other consoles. We're a small team, so one thing at a time. When you play the demo, feel free to record yourself playing the demo and upload it to YouTube. I would love to see you guys play Dwerve. And that's all I got to say. Go play it right now.